Hey guys, and welcome to episode 6 of the Because Maybe Podcast Extra, right here on the official YouTube page of the Because Maybe Podcast, the official Facebook page of the Because Maybe Podcast, and of course our regular feed that you can download on Podbean and iTunes. I hope everybody is doing well. Today is Saturday, yeah, it is Saturday the 7th of June. No, it's not. It's Saturday the 7th of July. I hope everybody's doing well. I have a couple of things that I need to talk about real quick while we get ready. And usually we will be dropping a blog on Saturday and getting prepared for tomorrow's episode. As I mentioned earlier on during the week, that has been pushed back due to something that happened earlier on this week, on Independence Day, in fact. Yeah, it wasn't... what happened is basically on Wednesday night I got hit in the head with a very, very large object, and I suffered a mild concussion. I went to the hospital. They diagnosed me having a mild concussion, as well as having a sinus infection, which explains all the throat problems I've been having the last couple of weeks. So it has not been a good couple of days for myself and my family, but hey-ho, that's just the way things are. That's just the way it is. I'm not mad that now. I'm irritated that this stuff has happened, but I'm not mad at why it happened. I'm not mad at anybody. Accidents happen, you know, stuff happens, you know, whatever. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm just, you know, just irritated that it happened, so to speak. But yeah, it's really, really weird to be able to, like, right now it feels like I'm swimming underwater. And it sounds in my ears like I'm swimming. I've never had a concussion before. Hopefully, never have one again. And to anybody who has had one, I completely understand what has gone through. Because, yeah, I mean, I can understand now Karius's position at Liverpool, because after I got hit, I've been disoriented ever since. And it's very easy to see how it can go from 2 minutes to 3 or 4 days. So, basically put, I am going to just keep working hard and keep doing what I'm going to be doing and whatever. But I want to thank everybody who's watched out for me, watched out for my family, and so on and so forth. But because of the injury, I was not able to record episode 8 of this season because I work with Greg. And I've been out of work since Wednesday. Wednesday we had 4th of July, obviously. Thursday and Friday was, out. I should be back at work on Monday, real work. The regular 8 to 5, the mundane, etc., etc. And hopefully sometime early next week we will go ahead and record the final part of our video game episode, which I am looking forward to. I really am, because, I was having such a good time. Did some of my best research, I think, and, I was just enjoying myself in general. So, with that in mind, I am sad to announce that episode 8 of Season 3 will be the last episode of Season 3. I had planned to do a big old Season 2, and then life happened, and once again, life is happening for the Connolly household. More upheaval at the 8 to 5, and more upheaval with the family situation, and it's just going to all culminate in the next like 6 to 8 weeks. So I'm not going to have time to do a research-based 90s podcast every week with everything. I'm just not going to have the time. I've got too much stuff going on. Life happens, and unfortunately it's just the way it is. But I think it's probably for the best. Right now, just trying to get things moving. I want to give a sincere thank you to my wife, who joined us as a guest this season, and once again a shout out to Greg Gregory, who has been really, really helpful in getting my stuff done, and very, very welcoming, and God bless him for helping me out with this stuff. So, what does that mean for the future of the Because Maybe podcast? Well, don't worry about it. We're not going away. We're just taking some time away because of life. I have some ideas that I'm going to revamp and retool certain aspects of the show. For a start, I think we need new music. I like the music that I have, don't get me wrong. I like the stingers that I have, but I want to make them more 90s and more uniformed, and and so on and so forth, because they don't sound too 90s right now. I'm going to do some outside stuff relating to the Because Maybe brand. I mentioned earlier I'm going to do mentioned several times during the season that I'm going to do video game walkthroughs of the games that I review, and just stuff like that maybe I'm gonna do more extra episodes, little shorties, just to things that I've seen or heard. Basically my monologues are going to whatever. And I'd like to, have a guest for every episode, whereas it's just not me rambling, because I mean, the work is hard on them, don't get me wrong, but I love the back and forth, I love the conversation, I love to be able to express my opinions, hear other people's opinions in a bit. So that's kind of, one of the things. A couple of other things I'm going to do too, as I mentioned when I first started this, I'm going to treat this like it is bigger than it is, and, do some things that big podcasts do, the big productions do. I'm going to be launching some, just a couple of t-shirts and stuff like that, and I might set up a donation page or something like that just to keep the lights on. Because I do have a large family that I got to take care of, and so because my hobby takes time and money, I'm going to have to, take care of certain things. But I want to, real quick, because like I said, this is going to be a short episode, a short extra episode. I want to give a sincere thank you to everybody who's helped us out with the podcast over the last 8 months or so, and I'm looking forward to where we're going to go and where we're going to do it in the future. So, as of right now, the plan is thus. We will release next Sunday on time the part 3 of our video game special. Me and Greg are going to talk about the latter half of the decade and talk about the games, the systems, and the mentality that was surrounding the culture at the time. Then we will go off the air until September 1st. Yes, the new episodes will be dropping on a Saturday. And in fact, it'll be Saturday evening. So something to listen to before you all head on out and, go party on a Saturday night. But, guys, once again, thank you for everybody who's downloaded. Thank you for everybody who's listened. Thank you everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, whatever. And now we go into phase 4, where we kick this thing out the park. And you know what? We become a truly great institution. No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to have more fun, and we're going to have, we're just going to grow and see where we go and see what happens. So, in the meantime, guys, if you are on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, look up Because Maybe Podcast. We'll be putting a lot more information and a lot more fun stuff in the next couple of months. You can look us up at our blog at becausemaybe.podcast.wordpress.com. And if you're listening to this on our YouTube channel, just like and share the video, leave a comment or two, and look up Because Maybe Podcast on YouTube. But for now, guys, I hope you have a fantastic week ahead, fantastic weekend ahead, and a great rest of the summer. We'll be in and out, but until we're back full time, I hope everybody has a great time. And I love everybody who's listened, I love everybody who's downloaded, and I love everybody who's reviewed. As you can tell, I'm getting a little slurry because I'm getting busy right now. But, guys, thanks. That's it for this week. That's it for this extra episode. And look out because, like I said, we'll be here Sunday, and we'll be here periodically between now and September 1st. Have a good one.